Hi guys, it's Unleashed Code and I've got a bit of an interesting video here. This is X-Plane 10. I picked this up last week. Absolutely loving it. So much to read, so much to learn. It's just absolutely ridiculous. I'm sitting here in floods of printed out manuals. This is an Airbus A320neo. I basically purchased this jet and started downloading the manuals. One of the manuals was near enough 4,000 pages long. Um, no, I didn't read it. It's a quick answer to that. Anyway, I'm going to do an interesting flight now. It's probably going to be absolutely riddled with mistakes. I'm going to fly from Budapest in Hungary all the way down to the beautiful Italian Tuscany. I can't even remember what the airport's called. Yeah, Pisa. Pisa Airport and land there, hopefully with passengers still on board if they haven't jumped off already. All right, so I'm just going to get crack on with it, guys. Please reserve your comments. Please understand this. I'm learning. I've actually played this in the evenings just for a couple of times. I've got so much to learn. Every spare moment during the day, I've been like picking up manuals and reading as much as I can. So please bear with. Here we go. Let's see if I can get anything interesting done on this. Let's see if I can even get it started up. I mean, it's crazy. Everything's in here. It's awesome. It's what it is. It really is awesome. Okay, so I'm just going to prepare everything and get everything going. I'll talk you through as I go through it. This will be, as I said, filled with mistakes and errors and me fumbling about trying to find switches and buttons, but it's fun nonetheless. A good friend of mine, Paco, who I do a podcast with, he would disagree with that. He would completely disagree with that. When I showed him that I'm downloading and printing out manuals, he nearly fell off the back of his chair. He said, "That's not a game." I said, "It's not a game, it's a simulator." Ah. All right, so here we go. Running through all this is right. Preliminary cockpit preparation. Engine igniters are switched to the off position. That's these babies here, down here. Off and off, yes. Engine mode, selector normal, check. Ground battery on. Yeah, in fact, let's call some dudes out, shall we? We've got this little box up here. We can call out ground, and we're going to start with ground power. There's a little generator. Jolly ho-hos. That's cool. And seeing we're sat out here, we may as well get cargo and a stairwell so people can actually get on board this jet. We'll call a fuel truck out in a second. We're not quite ready for that. In the meantime, I will get, there we go, we've got external power. Let's see if we can get a better view of that right now. Let's go to this. Okay, we've got some external power now available to us. So I'm going to fire up batteries 1 and battery 2. We've got 24.8 and 24.2 in the left and right batteries. Once that's settled out, we'll go to external power. We should have all the power we need from that little generator on the ground. 28 volts each side. That's looking good. Cockpit's all firing up. That's nice. Okay, so we've got to check the APU fire test. That's dinging nicely. And now we're going to put our APU master on. And we're going to also start the APU. Go, that's loaded on, and this is starting the APU. Now we should have on our screen down here our APU. Yep, you can see it firing up. That should level out soon. Flap open. APU power available. Okay, so that's a good check right there. We've got that. See, we're on ground power. I'm just going to leave the ground power on. I don't want us to. No, we can kill the ground power now. I think we can anyway. Anyway, I need to check that the volts are between 110, yeah, and 116. We've got 115 volts, so that's cool. Surely we want the APU generator on. APU generator is on. What happens if I turn it off? I wonder if that drops the volts. No, it won't. It still produces the power, I suppose. Anyway, we want the APU bleed on as well. Now I've forgotten where I turned off the APU gen. So we should now be able to switch out of this power. Yep, we're now just running off. So we can get rid of that truck. That can go now. That's nice. Okay, so with that, what I'm going to do is open some doors to the jet so we can start loading it up with cargo and everything else. So there's the doors, and we want the front left open. We want the cargoes front and back open. And that's it. And we should be able to see that outside now when we have a look. There we go. People can actually get on the aircraft. I don't know where he's delivering that cargo because the cargo door is down there. I'll let them figure that one out. That's not for me to figure out. I actually just want to quickly change the time on this so it matches up with my flight time. Date and time. It's supposed to be just before that, so we'll just go to 5:25 in the morning. So it should no 5:45. There we go. That's more like it. That's the time of day that I had planned this flight. Okay, getting back inside the jet. Wow. Let me just fix that. Control 9, 0. Yeah, let's start getting some lights on in this jet so we can see what we're doing. We'll get that turned up, get those lights on, our side lights on, and I'll turn that side light on as well. And there should be a couple of lights up here for our dash up here. We want to get that on. It's a bit bright. We'll turn that down a bit. There we go. That should be good. There we are. And we'll just get those lit up nicely as well. Okay. That's it. We've got our cockpit alight. Everything's good. Everything's 5x5. Cool. Right. Pedestal flow lights. Parking brake check. Okay. Park brake off. There we go. We need to turn the electrical pump off now. So we'll move to this screen. Where's electrics? Electrics here. Electric pump off. Oh, electric pump's up there, is it? Off. And we need to then check the brake pressure, which is these three little gauges down here. You can see it going up. Right, left, both brakes on. That's good. So, parking brake back on. And let's get that electrical pump back on as well. Boom, there we go. It comes up with a fault there anyway. I don't really know what the point of that is. The APU bleed I've already switched on. Air conditioning and no white lights. So pack 2 and pack 1 on. And I'm just going to turn up the heat a little. Turn it up just a little for everyone. And make sure that we don't have an overheat in the cockpit. Because that can happen, supposedly. I think I read somewhere. 22 degrees all round. The guys at the back of the plane can freeze their tits off at 20. Okay, X-Bleed on auto. That's this little switch up here. X-Bleed, it's on auto. Oh yeah, didn't like that, did it? Okay, we're good. That's fine. Okay, now we need to do our ADIRS, STS. So here we go, ADIRS, STS, mode 1, and we're going to flick nav on, wait till the on back goes off. Check. Two, check. And 3. Check. STS, enter PPOS. There we go, TTN7. We're clear. That's good. Okay, well, we should get some stroby stuff going on the plane so people know that we are actively operating. Beacons on. Yeah, let's get. There we go, fasten seatbelt signs on. Emergency lights to arm. It's halfway between on and off. Landing elevation set to auto. Landing elevation set to auto. Landing elevation set. Ah, right here. Okay, landing elevation set to auto. Okay, that's cool. And engine 1, engine 2 fire tests. Engine 1 passed. Engine 2 passed. Okay, so that's good. Okay, we need to get a radio on now. Let's do that. Radio on. We should have a radio up here as well. That's already on as well. Okay, so that's all the radios on. That's cool. FMC init. This is our initialization for the FMC. This is where the work begins. Now, I have sort of pre-programmed a bit of this in already, so I don't have to go through it too much. It does take time. Let's see. Do we have an align on the IRS yet? I don't know. Yeah, it says align, align, align. So we're good for that. Okay, let's go over to our favorite little chumpster here. FMC initialization. Now this thing is a freaking Marvel mystery to me. Right, let's jump on electric so we can just make sure that we've got tons of power for this because we are on the APU. Okay, initialization, and this is LHBP, Lima Hotel Bravo Papa, and we are going to Lima India Romeo. Is it Romeo? Yeah, Romeo Papa. And we are going to put that in our curry. Flight plan reading is okay. Clear that. Okay, and our flight number is uniform. Come on, give me a break. Clear. Uniform November Lima 088. Our cost index is going to be 35. And our cruising altitude is way up in the sky. I'm just going to quickly check our flight plan. I'll bring this over here. This is the current airport we're at. and where would generate yes. Boom. Right, our flying altitude 34,000 feet, so right up at the top. Our block fuel 7 tons. That's the route that we're going to be taking. Hungary, all the way Slovenia into Italy, so we'll cross the ocean there. That's going to look pretty damn spectacular. And here is all the flight routing and weather information. Okay, so where's our block fuel? 7088. Okay, that's cool. That's what it said there. Okay. I need to highlight all of that. And we'll copy that because we'll need that information for the flight plan. So 34,000, so that's 340, and we'll put that in there, and we'll align the IRS. The IRS should be aligning now. Okay, we'll chuck in a flight plan. There's a flight plan is come up. LHBP, that's where we are now. We should really contact ATIS, and ATIS for what, 132137. VHF1 13237. Oh, just went one far. I can never find the little arrows in this. I've still to figure out the method behind all of that. Okay, switch that over. There we go, ATIS.
Information echo. 400 Zulu weather. Sky conditions 3000 few. Visibility more than 10. Temperature 16. Dew point 11. Wind 070 at 11. Altimeter 2991. Arriving and departing runways 31 left, 31 right. Advise on initial contact, you have echo.
There's our altimeter 2992. He said 2991, so we'll drop at 1. It can stay in 2, I don't care. Okay, and we are arriving, departing runway 31 and 31 right.
Conditions 3000 few. Visibility more than 10.
31 left.
Temperature 16.
That's what we're going to go for. I'm just going to make a note of that. 31 left. That's what we're going to take off on. Okay.
Runways 31 left.
Okay, dude.
31 right.
Shut up. We've had enough of that. Okay. So, let's get back to the old ATIS page. Things are getting ready there. That's cool. I was fairly sure that I had a screen. There we go, just for my FMC. So we select in here, departure. We've decided we're going to do a 3-1 left. Oh shit, maybe we should do a 3-1 right. 3-1 left, 3,000 meters. That's freaking miles long. That's enough. Oh yes, and our SIDs and stars. This will be a SID. Oh, shit. On my flight plan, I've got a SID of Pusta. Don't see that in the list. There you go. Right there. We'll select that. No trans. And back to the flight plan, and we'll insert that in. Okay, and we will now scroll down all the way to the bottom, and we'll put in some preliminary information here. We will be flying onto ILS RX. So that's runway 04, right. And the star for that airport as we come into it is, oh dear, what is the star for that? It should be FRZ. Once again, can't see it in FRZ in the list is there. Okay, Pisa, no trans. I hope I'm doing this right. You know, I've been reading and reading and reading about this, and it's a marvel. It seems that every FMC unit's slightly different, which kind of surprised me. I thought they'd be the same all over the world, so there was some standard to stick to. Clunky and backward is what it is. Certainly this wouldn't fly in my programming days. This would be unintuitive, to say the least. Anyway, there we go. We've got no discontinuities. I'm not even going to try and say that word again. That's our flight plan. It seems to be cool. I think we've got everything there. 31 left. Okay. We need to click on our performance page and we'll do our V1s, V2s, and V3. Shit, I shouldn't have done that because on the initialization page I forgot a very important point. Goals. That's our block fuel, and we need 7. Oh, I would like to fly with 8 tons. So we'll clear that, and I'll go 8.0, and we're going to load it in. How many passengers was this for? Let me fucking check. Where is it? Where is it? Where would it be? Stop annoying me. I think this is like 100 passengers or something. Oh well. That's going to calculate our fuel prediction. Okay, it doesn't give us a huge amount of extra fuel. Yes, it does. It gives us loads. It gives us 3.5 tons of extra fuel. What am I on about? Okay, we're cool. That's cool. I better tell the old fuel chap then to give us that much fuel. So, jumping outside again, have a little look. Let's get the fuel man coming in. Here he comes. And we're going to load it up. 70, 82 people. Chuck some more in the back. 75, 80, 85, that's 97, 90. Okay, 2.2, we've got like 4 tons of cargo here. We can knock that down. I only calculated for 2 tons a hold. I want this to be up at 8 tons and refuel. You can see he's refueling us now. Well, that was quick. We pretty much had the fuel. We got 3.6 tons of extra fuel, so that will cater for me getting lost, which will happen. Okay, fuel's done. He can go. Loading's done. So the stairs can go and the cargo can go. We're loaded. We're loaded. Better shut some of these doors. That's the door being shut, and let's get rid of these doors as well. Okay. Sun's coming up pretty fast. Better get my skates on. Okay.
This is your chief flight attendant.
Doors are shut. Excellent.
Captain and the entire crew welcome
We go back to performance.
Make sure your seatbelt
Just
is
click
securely
these again.
secured.
See, they're slightly changed because of the extra weight. And we need to set in here our flex temperature of F50, I believe is what I need to set it for. And I need to do 2 over uniform Papa 2.0. Put that into our flaps. And you can see this marvelous little wheel here is already turning to set us exactly what we need for the stages of takeoff. Right, going through this checks. Checklist, okay. Going back down to flight plan on the FMC. We're all in, it's all golden. Set QNH. I don't know what that is. Okay, we better update our weather instruments. Oh, we better turn the weather box on as well. Boom. And well, yeah, 10 degrees for the moment. Looks we'll be climbing. And just put that on auto. Should be cool there. Okay. Progress, guys, progress. And now we just need to set autopilots. So our autopilot, our first jump is going to be to, what does it say as we come out? 6,535 is going to be what I'm aiming for. $6,500, and we are going to want to chuck this on. Let's check our route plan. Okay, and we are going to go through, let's see. Two, three, four, five. There we are, flying all the way down. Bit of a right hand turn there. Another one all the way down. Coming in. Oh, and we do a nice 180. Bit more than a 180 onto the airport. So that's cool. Our flight plan works. That's all programmed in into the FMC. Okay, sweet. So we can knock that off into arc, and I think close all doors, beacon on, done that. Call the tow. Okay, let's close that, call the tow. Let's go 9 so we can see what's going on there, and call the tow. There he is. Nice fuel steering off. Which should be there. Yeah, there's a warning. Fine. Whatever. And push us back, please. Go.
Park brake off.
3-1. Oh shit, I've got to try and think about this. Tell them to stop there.
Park brake on.
3-1. Okay, we need to be taken off in the opposite direction, so I need to get them to spin us around. Spins to the right.
Park brake off.
That's the one. And we'll stop there. Bye bye tow. You can sod off.
Park brake on.
And there he goes. Alright. See you later, mate. And get that nose wheel steering back on before I fly us into a wall. Okay, we can clear that error as well because we're good. There is flight checks here.
Before start checklist. Cockpit preparation
I don't know.
completed. Gear pins and covers removed. Signs on. ADIRS nav mode. Fuel quantity in kilo 07987. Takeoff data set. Barrow reference set. Windows, doors closed. Beacon on. Throttle levers idle. Parking brake on. Checklist completed.
And then there's an after start, so we can do the start. So here we go, engine start, finally. Fuel pumps, all on please. Right, engine mode selector to ignition, yep. And start for engine 1.
Starting engine 1.
And just a quick glance down to our right, we should be able to see the engine temperature rising, exhaust temperatures, oil temperatures, everything. Let that settle at 20. Engine 2 start.
Starting engine 2.
It's firing up. Settled at 20. Okay, and switch into normal. Ignition to normal. That's both engines started. Ah, we look like we're in business. APU bleed to off now. In fact, I think we can kill the APU altogether. Oh, there was a little flash from pack 1 and pack 2 there. Just check all temperatures. Doors are all shut. Okay, condition 22 all around the entire airplane. APU still running. Let's kill that. APU master off. There we go. And the APU is slowly dying off, as you can see. And do we have generator power? Gen 1 and Gen 2. We've got Gen 1 and Gen 2. Check. Okay. Right. Nose light to taxi. Runway lights on. A320 flight control checklist.
After start checklist. Anti-ice as required. ECAM status checked. Pitch trim 2.0 up. Rudder trim 0. APU. It is not okay, sir. It is not set on.
No, it shouldn't be as well. Okay, I can put the APU on if you want. Let's see APU on if you really want it. Let's try it again. Personally,
After start
I thought we
checklist.
had to turn it
Anti-ice
off.
as required. ECAM status, checked. Pitch trim, 2, decimal, 0, up. Rudder trim, 0. APU, it is not okay, sir. It is not. Set on. APU, set on. Ground crew, clear. Anti-skid and nose wheel steering, on. Checklist completed.
Okay.
Flight control check. Full up. Check. Full down. Check. Neutral. Check. Full left. Check. Full right. Check. Neutral. Check. Press pedals disconnect push button.
Pedals disconnect push button is that thing,
Check.
eh?
Pedal full left. Check. Pedal full right. Check. Neutral. Check. Press pedals disconnect push button. Check. Checklist completed.
Okay.
Before takeoff checklist. Flight controls, checked. Flight instruments, checked. Briefing, confirmed. Flap settings config. Flaps 0, V1, 1, 3, 2, V rotate, 1, 3, 7, V2, 1, 5, 1, flex temperature, 5, 0, ATC, set, ECAM memo. It is not okay, sir. It is not, no blue.
I don't know what an ECAM memo is. Anyway, do we have...
Spoilers arm. Spoilers disarm.
Alright. Screw it. I don't know what an ECAM memo is. I need to read up about it. We should check the flight plan very quickly here. I'll copy all of that. Copy and flight plan. It's LHBP at 34,000 feet. Arrival alert and LHBP doesn't find it. Why? LHBP's a frickin'... It's Budapest, man. That really annoys me. ICAO. If I just put in Bud, see what comes up. Oh, and that's alright, is it? No, I didn't think so. Well, that sucks. It doesn't recognise frickin' Budapest, man. How can that be? Fuck it, we're filing a flight plan then. I'll just do it illegally. Okay, we're good. We're all sat in the runway. Nose lights taxi, runway lights on, A320 command list passed, parking brake off.
Park brake off.
And we're going to taxi now to Control Shift N. I need to know where we are. 3-1 left. Okay, I think I got that.
With the seatbelt sign illuminates, you must fasten your seatbelt. Insert the middle fitting
Flaps
into
1.
the other and tighten the
Flaps 2.
close end to the strap. To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion of the button.
Okay, that's a flap set.
Several emergency exits on this aircraft, 2 forward, 2 aft, and 1 over wing. Please take a few moments now to locate your nearest exit. Oxygen and the air pressure are always being monitored. In the event of decompression, an oxygen
Taxiing out.
Flaps 3.
I don't want flaps at 3. Put those back.
Flaps 2.
Use the whistle and light to attract attention. You will find this and all the other safety information in the
I am getting blown about already.
front of you.
I'm not even off the ground. I can feel the wind blowing us.
Take off. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask one of our crew members. We wish you all an enjoyable flight.
Taxiing just a little quickly, maybe. Go through the checklists before takeoff. Yeah, we'll say we've done that. I still don't know what that.
Before takeoff checklist. Flight
Decam or
controls.
whatever it
Checked.
is.
Flight instruments. Checked. Briefing. Confirmed. Flap settings config. Flaps 2. V1. 1. 3. 2. V rotate. 1. 3. 7. V2. 1. 5. 1. Flex temperature. 5. 0. ATC. Set. ECAM memo. It is not okay, sir. It is not. No blue.
How's an ECAM memo? I don't know. Okay, screw it. Do I see any whites? No. I'm going with everything's cool and dandy. Oh, let's stay on the taxiway. Let's not run off that, shall we? Maybe that is it. Screw it. I don't even care anymore. Get rid of that. I'm not interested in that. Yay. And do we have a clock in here? All this technology. Where the hell's a clock? Do we have a clock? Really? Really? Five in the morning. Okay. So 6:20 is what it is because that's Zulu time. And I'm pretty much bang on time for taking off. Seeing I've got no traffic control at ground for some odd reason, I still need to learn all that. I still need to read up all about that and get that working. I'm just going to scroll out onto the runway. And we'll go from there. There we are. Okay, folks. Well, it was nice knowing you all. Rolling.
Power set.
Oh, that's a crosswind. That's a crosswind. Waiting for
100 knots.
40.
V1. Rotate.
There we go. Rotating.
Positive climb.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Oh shit, man. Okay. There's a checklist to go through for after takeoff.
Speed checked. Flaps 1. After takeoff checklist. Landing gear up. Flaps. It is not okay, sir. It is not retracted. Standard baro cross check. Passing flight level 020.
Okay.
Flaps retracted. Packs on. Checklist down to the line completed. If you're ready to continue below the line, click it again. Speed checked. Flaps 0.
Okay. I think
Autopilot 1 cross check.
there we go. I think we're on our way, guys. We're already down to BP 66, is it? Or BP 632? Wow. 632. Okay, BP 632, we need to be at 10,000 feet. Not even close. Let's get that up, shall we? Took that, and our next one is 633, and we need to be at 13,200. So we'll set that now. Check.
Standard baro cross check. Passing flight level 104.
Nice. By the time we get down to Pusta, we need to be at 16,600 feet, but we'll do that once we get to 633.
Baro reference. Standard baro set. Checklist below the line completed.
We're good. We're en route, guys. Okay, we're just coming up to BP 633, and we're going to move up to Pusta at 16,600 feet. There we go. Auto throttle is armed. I really thought the APU had to be switched off before flight, but it definitely, on that checklist, got me to start it. So we are already at 16,500 feet. And Pushta, we're almost at Pushta as well, so our next one after that is to 34,000. What the hell? Overspeed. Back it down. Okay. That's my fault.
Spoilers half. Spoilers retracted.
Okay, my fault. I lost concentration there. That's all the way up to 34,000 feet now.
Autopilot 1, cross-check.
There we go. – 19,500 feet. We're sort of chasing our heading now because of that mistake that I made earlier, but that should be us good now. Let's clear faults. Seat belts, yeah, we can let them move around now, I suppose. The animals out of the cage. And that's the Danube. How beautiful is that? See if I can actually get a really good view of it. There you go. That is the Delta, Danube, in Hungary. One of the largest rivers in the world. One of. Stunning. Got a ton of biodiversity going on in that. Anyway, that's slightly off topic, isn't it? So, going through all these checklists, now I'm up in the air, it doesn't stop. All that's done. All that's done. Jar after TO. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. A PAX. I was actually supposed to turn our PAX off for takeoff. I don't know why. Anyway, we don't seem to be climbing that fast. We are climbing though, and we're exactly spot on for that, and our engines are 93%, which is good, means they're not screaming. obviously chuck on our anti-ice. So we just hit 0 degrees C. Okay. That's it. That's amazing. How do you get rid of this? There you go. Dim lows are next. $34,000 feet in the sky. Just updating that. Nice and bright now. Kill the floodlights there. We could kill all these lights as well. Don't need those. And no, I don't know what that is. Don't twiddle what you don't know. Okay. Still climbing, just coming up to 30,000 feet now. Super clear day. I mean, like, super clear day. The old head tracking on. I'm a bit low in the seat. I don't know how to actually change that. I'm a bit skeptical about just randomly pushing buttons now. .30 frames per second. This game is, well, simulator is very processor hungry and GPU intensive. I've got a 4790K processor, 4.4 gig, and the graphics card is a 390X, AMD 390X, so it should be more than capable of running this at a much higher frame rate, I would have thought, but hey ho, maybe not. Most of the details are on high or extreme. Just a couple of things on it. So we're almost coming up to 32,000 feet, and we're approximately 30 miles away from dim low. There's 32,000. 34 is our target altitude, and then hopefully here the engines calm down quite a bit, and we'll hold, keeping around about 280 knots. Up here is probably around about 300 and something mile an hour. Fairly sure somewhere on one of these screens you actually have a ground speed. Oh, excuse me. Ground speed 460 miles an hour. There you go. That's fast enough. $33.2, $33.3, $33.4, $33.5. We're almost peaking. Good looking jet. Like I said, this is the Airbus A320neo. It's stunning. I put it in Cosmo colours. I do have British Airways colours, Wizz Air, it's a friend of Wizz Air. In fact, it's been in Hungary, it should have been at Wizz Air flight Hungary a lot. I think it may actually be Hungarian company. I might be wrong on that. It might be the Hungarian or the but I've taken plenty of Wizz Air flights in my time, from London Luton to Romania. Transylvania. Here we are, just approaching Dimlo now, so I assume that's my cup holder. There's no coffee in there or anything. You think as a captain you get like a leather seat. Something a bit more comfortable than this shit. I mean, Jesus. Oh fuck, what now? Overspeed? That can't be right. Pulling back on the throttle a bit. We'll
spoilers half. Autopilot 1, cross-check.
Just got the spoilers on half. Slowing our speed down. Got the master warning. And we'll clear the problem. Why did it just change my speed to Mach? Oh, this is where I don't understand what's going on. That Mach button doesn't seem to work. Clear that off, Mac. So we've definitely passed Dimlo now, and we are on Erlex. It's there, so we'll move this just up one to Erlex. $22 degrees for everybody. Cabin pressure is all good. Flight controls are good, wheels good, doors are good. APU. I swear that's supposed to be off. I don't know. We'll leave it on, it just says available. We haven't got that switched on. Turn the APU off. Shouldn't be on. Fairly sure it shouldn't be on. We've got generated power from the engines. Generator, and they're working. No idea. Clouds settling in over Slovakia. Speed, there we go, managed to change it, so that's a really fine little dot. Chrono, I don't know what the chrono does. Should be a stopwatch, but I don't know how to start it, stop it. Okay. This is going rather well, considering I'm fairly freaking clueless as to what's going on. We are now on to Valu. Past Erlex. God, it all happens rather quickly, doesn't it? 2 nautical miles to Valou, and then we're on, what's that? Delta Oscar Lima. Yeah. There we go, past Valou already. Delta Oscar Lima. We're just going to up our speed a bit to 300. Won't let me. That looks the flight director's on. No idea. I don't know how that works. Need to learn and read up about the autopilot system on this. Right, I should really be looking at PISA approach. Obviously, I want to be speaking to, we should be on nav for a start, shouldn't we? I haven't got a freaking clue. Yeah, our transponder should be on as well, but hey. I can't believe that's not part of the frickin' flight checklist. Noise detected, speed brakes on. Shit, do I still have?
Spoilers retracted.
Yeah.
Spoilers arm.
Wow. I have my spoilers down. That's probably why this wouldn't work. 330. Maybe not. Leave a climb. The next one is Riffin. Same again, 34,000 feet, so we'll just nail it to there. And there's Slovakia underneath us, and that is the coast. So just the other side of that is Italy. Italy comes down there, turns into a big gigantic high-heeled boot all the way there. That's cool. Oh, piss off, what now? Why is it saying over speed all the time?
Spoilers disarm. Spoilers half.
Shut up. Right. Everything's back to normal. Come on, auto throttle. You need to do your job. Job done.
Spoilers retracted. Spoilers armed.
There we go.
Spoilers disarm.
There we go. Spoilers disarmed. We don't need them on. And clear that overspeed warning light. Okay, we are coming up to Romeo Indio Foxtrot. Where is Riffon? Next one's Bravo Alpha Delta. 34,000 once again for the next. What we will want to get in contact with though now is Pisa approach on 126.07. One, two, six. The problem with this 107, and in this box here we're going to go to ILS Pisa, which runway? I don't know. I think it was runway left, wasn't it, that we were going to go to. It was RX. One 5.20. You little bastard. See, I hate this. This is bullshit. This they need to improve on. I'm totally off course right now. Why am I off course? Oh bollocks, what have I done? Well, we are definitely off course now, so I'm going to...
Autopilot 1, cross-check.
What in the hell happened there? We came off the autopilot? Oh, 36,000 feet. I've been climbing. I am way off course. Okay. Somehow, obviously, screwing about with the radio. Disconnected the autopilot? That's scary. I think that's why they have a co-pilot. He's like, dude, you're an idiot. I wonder how many of dude, you're an idiot conversations go on in the cockpit as well. Arriving. Look. That's the one that we want. We're heading towards Badok now, and it's Roska. So Romeo India, Foxtrot, Echo November is back to our right. Kind of all went wrong there. Well, that's why I planned extra fuel. I had a feeling this might happen. There we are. Bye-bye Slovakia. I sound like I'm trying to be knowledgeable. I don't know if that actually was Slovakia. Really looking at satellite views. We're just banking off now. Slovenia, Slovakia, shame on me. Slovenia, and Croatia. Just Croatia was on the left. Slovenia. I'm an idiot. Please excuse my complete and utter lack of knowledge. Slovakia is further north of Hungary. I really should take some geography lessons. I hate geography at school. I hate it with a passion. Obviously not a lot's changed. So, there we are. Slovenia. And we are now coming up to Badok, and we're going to Romeo Oscar Sierra Kilo Alpha Oscar. $34,000 feet. I have no idea how I'm going to land this jet, by the way. Just so we're all on the same hymn sheet here. I have no, no idea. I did a landing, I did a flight the other day when I was learning everything. I was like knee deep in manuals. And I came up to the runway way faster than I possibly expected to. And yeah, when I landed, I started bouncing. It was a heavy landing. Probably because I just nosedived it to the ground and pulled up and flared at the last second. Slightly over speed as well. Started bouncing. When I came to a stop, all the passengers in the back started clapping. That was a nice immersive tweak. I thought that was quite funny. I'm going to go for a smoother landing on this. I sure as hell am not going to promise you anything. Just lining it up on the runway was hard enough. I mean, the flight director took me in pretty damn sweet and close. That's Ruska. There we go, we can see Italy. We're right over the ocean now. That's Venice up there, I would assume. I seem to have lost my control for looking outside the airplane for some odd reason. I don't know what's going on. I know what's going on. There we go. Well, there was no harm in turning the APU off. We're not all dead yet. We're going to start a descent soon. Once we get to Sukhum. 2991. 299? No, just 291. So we should have a look at that. Tuscany is actually 333. No, I didn't want to do that now. Ah. 3. I haven't started the descent. That was a mistake. Okay, kind of fucked that up. Never mind. They think we started a descent. We haven't started a descent at all. We are... Oh, I don't know. 50 something miles away from starting our descent. Oh well. There we are, pretty Italy. Looks like they've got a lot of farmland up there in the north. Tuscany should be in mountains. Oh, we're quite far away from Tuscany yet. Tuscany is the complete other side. It's the western coast of Italy. So, if we are bombing along at 33.3, Stockholm was 33.3, Ottoman, is that the next one after that? Yeah, these are cross flightways, that's why. Oscar Tango.
We are close to top of descent, sir.
Top of descent, really? Already past that. Oscar Tango November, Uniform November is at 281. So I'll put that in so we can just preemptive strike it, and I won't activate it this time until we need to, until we pass Stockholm, which we're 21 miles away from at the moment. These work? Oh god. Oh, you have to turn them on for each side. Oh, that would drive me mad. Why can't they put them in sync? Oh god, that would drive me crazy. What if that's modeled on the outside? Bloody well is. Look at that. That's a good looking jet right there. Right, back to where we were. Let's get off. Coming up to Stockholm now, and then we'll hit the old DIY button. The computer will deal with it all for us. We do have de-icing on, yeah. Plenty of fuel left. tons of fuel. Well, precisely over 4.5 tons of it. That's not precisely over 4.5. That's a bit random. Precisely is an exact number. 4.7 exactly now. There we go. 4.7 tons. There we go, Stockholm. We can engage that. Put the nose down on the aircraft, and all the throttles, put the engines to idle. 28.1 that we're looking for. 28.1, and then at FRZ, Foxtrot Romeo Zulu is 212. Fairly sure that that was one of our stars. I don't know. I think so. I don't know. I don't know how it works. I need to really read up on that as well. There's the Tuscany mountains. These are looking good. Let's get the other side of the plane. Yeah. Shit, guys. Well, that only means one thing. We're getting close to landing, and I haven't got a clue how to do that. $28,054. There we go. Engine picking up. By Frez, we have to be at what? Target reached. 212. Stunning morning in Italy as well. There we go. Oh, and we're just passing it now, so I will select that, and we shall drop to 21.2 now to be there for Ferez. I'm actually going to knock us down to 40 miles on the radar. I'd love to know how you get weather up here. You supposedly can. That's not it. We're on our descent. Is there a checklist for that?
Approach checklist. Briefings confirmed. ECAM status checked. Seatbelts. It is not okay, sir. It is not on.
It's not okay. None of this is going to be okay. Let's get the seatbelt light on for the men.
Seatbelts on. Baro set 2992. Decision height 200. Engine mode selector. Set normal as where required. Auto brake. It is not okay, sir. It is not set. Auto brake. Set. Checklist completed.
Wow, is that it? Okay, so according to this, I'm ready to come in and land. I'm totally not. I can see the other side now. Wow, all those mountains came up on us pretty quick. Sorry, my head tracking's going just a little crazy there. We are at Brez. Our next one is 112. That's selected. 25, 30. By R228Z, Z, however you want to pronounce it. We have to be down at 11,200 feet. I don't see how we're going to manage that. Definitely on the descent though. Cloud level's quite high today by the looks of it. It's nice, and we'll get through it and we'll be able to see the runway. Right? I've got to start one thing at a time, but bad weather landings will come soon. Make a video of that too, why not? Okay, so we are going to fly over the airport and then turn around and come all the way back in to land at Pisa Airport. That's going to be cool. If all goes well. I don't know how to do it. I'll put it on manual and I'll land the sucker the best way I know. I wouldn't trust an autopilot without me knowing what the autopilot does at the moment. Toe brakes. I would assume that's what that is. In fact, I'm going to get that up now so I don't forget. Wheel. Notional steering's on. Landing gears up. Brake fan on. But I'll do that in a bit. It's a bit premature, that one. Are we close to our... Yeah, we are. 15,000 feet, and we need to be 11.2 for our 228Z. And then we are crossing Carbarabra, whatever that is. That's actually a landing. Shit, man. What is that? Red 250? I don't know. We can get FC 243, which is there, 6,000 feet. That's our last. What about pin 13? Pin 13 is all in there. Hard to actually know I just drop this down to 20. One up we go. 20. BD84R. $10,600. Let's go for 8166. Oh, frame rate suffering today. Definitely is. Wow. I don't know why that is. I mean, kind of know why that is. It looks stunning, but this card should be able to deal with it. Okay, we're down at 10,000 feet. FC243 6527. And 6527. There we are, banking to the right. So, FC243. Next one, 3640. Just cutting through the clouds. Let's get some flaps down.
Speed is not okay for next flaps position.
Alright, we need
Approach phase activated.
There we go. Oh, there's second layer of cloud. Actually, I didn't think there was going to be that much cloud. We're right in it. We're supposed to be at 2,100 feet by now, according to this.
Speed checked. Flaps 1.
There's flaps 1. Oh, now we're getting a weather readout. I suppose because we're in weather and I didn't really change any of this, did I? So pin 63, or pin 13, 3000.
Speed checked. Flaps 2.
Okay. Wow. Wow. Freaking low clouds. I wanted to see the runway and stuff by now. Okay, I can see the runway. We are at whatever that is. That's 2,000 feet I need to be at. Activate that.
Speed checked. Flaps 3. Gear
Gear
down.
There we go. Okay. Autopilot off. Let's land this sucker manually. Get that onto ILS. Radio box onto ILS. I don't think that was right.
$2,500.
2.5. Gear down. We've got everything down. Haven't got a freaking clue. Full flaps, yes. Holy shit balls. Here we go.
Radio altimeter alive.
We are high, according to this. I'm getting blown slightly.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have just been cleared to land at the arrival airport.
Good.
Please make sure one last time your seatbelt is securely fastened. The flight attendants are currently passing around the cabin to make a final compliance check and pick up any
Spoilers half.
and glasses.
1,000.
Thank you.
Spoilers retracted. Spoilers arm.
We're high.
Spoilers disarm. Spoilers half.
500.
Spoilers full.
400.
Oh shit.
Sink rate. Sink rate.
300.
100
Sink
above.
rate. Sink rate. Sink rate.
I am way
Too
too
low.
fast.
Terrain. Too low. Terrain.
I am coming
Too low.
in
100.
way too fast.
Too low. Terrain.
50. 40.
Too low.
30.
Terrain. Too low.
20.
Flaps. Too low.
Come on.
Flaps.
Decel.
That's it, we're down. Bit of a crosswind.
Spoilers half. Spoilers retracted. Spoilers arm. 70 knots.
Oh, wow. Okay, so I manually landed up. Yeah, they should be clapping too. There we go. Well, I never contacted ATUS or any of that, which I should have done. Approach. I've got to figure out the radio system in this yet. Once I figure that out, I think we'll be a lot better off. I think I've just taken the wrong taxiway, so I'm going to do something even more illegal, and that's hack down this runway. Till I can get to that taxi. Point. Well, welcome to Tuscany. The mountains are beautiful and you're all alive, so you should all be celebrating that fact a lot more than you are.
Flaps 2. Flaps 1. Flaps 0.
Retracted. Excellent. Okay. Nothing like a bit of hard braking to end the day. Bit of a handbrake turn.
Park brake on.
Okay. Wow.
Landing checklist. Cabin crew advised. Auto throttle mode off. ECAM memo. It is not okay, sir. It is not.
I don't know
No
what
blue.
this ECAM memo is. In the meantime, engines shut down. Ground. Stairs. And doors. Let everyone out. And we'll shut all this off. Didn't even put my landing lights down. Amazing. Amazing. Amazing what happens when you get a bit flustered. Yeah, everyone get the hell off my plane. Oh, we'll just kill the bats. And then that's it. Plane's, that's dead as a dodo for me, that'll do. Anyway, there we have it, guys. Landed. Cargo's coming off. Passengers can get off. Doors are open. There's the cargo doors opening up. Thanks for watching. Sorry about my little 2-year-old running in, causing mayhem. 3-year-old. I hope you enjoyed the flight. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I really got so much to learn in this. I'm going to be doing some more flights. I want to do some really interesting flights. And I just want to say thank you very much for watching. I will definitely practice a lot more and become a bit more knowledgeable. If you want to leave comments, please do leave comments. Please be good-natured, and just bear in mind that I've had this game for a very few number of hours. I've really played very little, and I've had to do a lot of reading to get this far, and I've got a lot more reading to go. So advisors, yeah, give me some advisories for sure, but please be kind. Okay, thanks guys. Let it be a positive experience for everyone. Certainly wasn't for my passengers. They'll live and learn. Cosmo Airline, kind of a dangerous flight. There we go. All right guys, thanks for watching. Bye bye.